We all love a good sequel, but some movies take so long to follow up, you start to think they're stuck in development hell. Well, get ready because these 15 sequels somehow clawed their way back from the dead and are eventually on the way. Are they miracles or total disasters waiting to happen? Let's break it down. Movie number 1, 28 years later.
Have you come into direct contact with the infected?
Danny Boyle's 28 Days Later was a gritty, terrifying reinvention of the zombie genre. Its sequel, 28 Weeks Later, delivered more frenetic action. After that, a third film seemed unlikely, until Boyle and writer Alex Garland teamed up for a prequel-sequel novel, 28 Years Later. Now they're turning it into a movie. The title suggests a massive time jump. Will Cillian Murphy's character return? The original films were iconic, so the pressure is on to deliver something equally groundbreaking. Movie number 2, The Karate Kid.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What pleasure you get from all this?
Oh, what?
Your big shot attitude. I mean, we both know you can kick my face in, so why do you still bother?
Cobra Kai's success has been a stunning comeback for the Karate Kid's franchise, winning over nostalgic fans and newcomers alike. Now, a proper Karate Kid movie is hitting theaters for the first time in over 30 years, starring both Ralph Macchino and Jackie Chan. This one has the potential to be an epic merging of the original films with the Cobra Kai series. The challenge will be balancing fan expectations with a fresh story that stands on its own. Movie number 3, Heat 2.
I do what I do best. I take scores. You do what you do best, trying to stop guys like me.
Michael Mann's Heat is a crime drama masterpiece, and a sequel seemed unthinkable. But Mann co-wrote a prequel-sequel novel, Heat 2, and the critical acclaim was so overwhelming that he's turning it into a movie. Rumors of Adam Driver playing a younger version of Robert De Niro's character are enticing. However, the original Heat is a tough act to follow, and Mann's recent work hasn't measured up. This could either be a brilliant return to form or a tarnishing of a classic. Movie number 4, Final Destination 6.
You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to die on that bridge.
Bloodlines. After 5 Final Destination movies, you'd think death would need a vacation. But nope, another sequel is coming. And featuring Tony Todd's return as the ominous Bloodworth. This promises more elaborate death traps and over-the-top gore. Can it outdo the franchise's past installments, or will it feel like we've seen this all before? Movie number 5, Cliffhanger II.
Please, I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die!
Don't let me fall.
Sylvester Stallone's Cliffhanger was a cheesy, fun 90s action flick. Now, decades later, Cliffhanger 2 is a legacy sequel with the 77-year-old Stallone back as Gabe Walker. This time, he's taken hostage in the Italian Alps, and his daughter has to save him. This concept is so outlandish, it might just work, or it could be an embarrassing misfire. Sequels decades later are always a gamble, especially for physically demanding roles. Movie number 6, Tron Aries.
Who are you?
Dad, I'm not your father, Sam.
The Tron franchise is a roller coaster of cancellations and revivals. A sequel to Tron Legacy was scrapped, then reimagined as Tron Aries. Now, after agonizing delays, it's finally happening with Jared Leto starring and newcomers alongside Tron veterans. It's going to be a visual spectacle, but the challenge lies in recapturing the unique magic of the Tron world, especially for a new generation unfamiliar with the originals. Movie number 7, Beetle Juice 2.
You don't want his help.
Can you be scary?
What do you think of this?
It's a miracle. Michael Keaton is back as the ghost with the most, Tim Burton is directing, and Winona Ryder and Jenna Ortega are in the cast. Decades in the making, this sequel has massive hype to live up to. The original Beetle Juice was dark, quirky, and visually groundbreaking. Can the sequel capture the same energy? The addition of fresh faces like Ortega, alongside classic characters, is promising. But it'll all depend on the script and Burton's execution. Movie number 8, Twisters.
Dodge whatever's in there, it's big and it's moving fast. Drive! Go!
Disaster movies aren't as prevalent as they once were, yet we're getting a Twister sequel in 2024. Minari director Lee Isaac Chung is tackling it, which is an interesting choice. With a new cast and a modern take, this could be the surprise summer hit we never saw coming. However, the original Twisters was a product of its time, relying heavily on the mid-90s special effects. Creating the same sense of spectacle with today's technology will be key to its success. Movie number 9, Gladiator II.
This is what he wants.
And what about what I want? Justice.
Ridley Scott's Gladiator is an epic, but Maximus died at the end. How do you follow that up? Well, Scott settled on the story of Lucius, the young boy from the original film, now all grown up and played by Paul Mescal. With a tangled cast that includes Denzel Washington, this has potential to be a worthy follow-up, if somewhat risky 24 years later. Fans will have high expectations for both the action and the emotional weight, making it a tough balancing act. Movie number 10, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley.
Watch your ass out there, okay?
I'm gonna be fine. They love me in Beverly Hills.
Please tell me you didn't get arrested again.
Twice, but I broke out.
Remember Beverly Hills Cop? Eddie Murphy is bringing back the iconic Axel Foley in a Netflix movie decades after the original. Fans will get to see classic co-stars Judge Reinhold and John Ashton return as well. While this gives Eddie Murphy a chance to shine, comedy sequels this long after the fact can be a hit or miss.
So how many people have you pissed off so far?
I haven't pissed off anybody.
Yeah,
50-50.
50-50.
Is it that high?
So far.
Can they recapture the snappy humor and effortless cool of the 80s original? Or will it feel like a dated cash grab? Movie number 11, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera.
Dispatch! We are under heavy fire!
Keep your eyes open. Every cop in the country is going to be looking for us.
Den of Thieves was a surprisingly enjoyable heist flick in 2018. Now a sequel, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera, was secretly filmed and should be out soon. With Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. back, this promises more gritty action and double crosses. The original built a cult following, but the sequel's under-the-radar production might mean a smaller scale release. It will have to rely on word of mouth to overcome the lack of hype for this one. Movie number 12, Lords of War II.
There are over 550 million firearms in worldwide circulation. That's one firearm for every 12 people on the planet. How do we arm the other 11?
Nicolas Cage returns as international arms dealer Yuri Orlov, this time with its star Bill Skarsgård as his son. Cage's recent career resurgence makes the sequel more intriguing than it might have seemed a few years ago. The original was a sharp satire, and a sequel can delve deeper into the world of illegal arms trading.
You get rich by giving the poorest people on the planet the means to continue killing each other.
The key will be finding the right balance of action, humor, and social commentary. Movie number 13, Sherlock Holmes 3.
Tomorrow at midday, the world as you know it will end.
Well, there isn't any time to waste then.
It's been over a decade since the last Robert Downey Jr.-led Sherlock Holmes movie. After years of delays, a third film is supposedly in the works. While fans are eager for another dose of Guy Ritchie's stylized action and Downey Jr.'s charisma, long gaps between installments can hurt momentum. Plus, Ritchie's recent films have been less well received. Can he rediscover the magic that made the first two Sherlock Holmes movies a blast? Movie number 14, Dodgeball 2.
Make sure you pick the bigger, stronger kids for your team. That way, you can all gang up on the weaker ones.
A sequel to the 2004 comedy hit Dodgeball seemed impossible, until a sequel was confirmed in 2023. Vince Vaughn returns, promising a new cast of misfits and plenty of absurd humor. The original found success through its quotable lines and ridiculous characters.
You ain't gonna be able to hit them. They're too good and you suck something awful.
Yes, sir, I sure do.
Recreating that chemistry with a whole new team is a tall order, and the risk of it feeling like a cheap rehash is high. Movie number 15, Constantine II.
I need to see what you see.
You do this, there's no turning back. You see them, they see you.
Keanu Reeves' Constantine, while not strictly comic accurate, was still a hit. Nearly 2 decades later, a sequel is happening with the Hunger Games director Francis Lawrence at the helm. This time around, it'll be an Elseworlds story outside the DCEU, giving creative freedom but potentially confusing casual viewers. Constantine has a devoted fan base, but after such a long wait, delivering a satisfying, mature continuation of the story is essential for success. So there you have it, 15 movie sequels that defied the odds and are finally happening. But the question is, will they be worth the wait? Which ones have you hyped, and which ones make you think, why bother? Let's chat in the comments. And if you enjoyed this wild ride, don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie madness. Thanks for watching.